So it's just different. Hello, hello, kings and queens. How are you holding up over there? Welcome to our channel. If this is your first time being here, this is Trini Rocky Reyes. And if you are if you are already a subscriber of our channel, thank you for coming back. Thank you for clicking back. And thank you for holding up for us. Yeah, thank you for sticking around. Yeah, sticking around because we've been posting like as if we're just doing by as the spirit leads, right? But not really, that hasn't really been the case, okay? Today I come to share a video with you, something different, something not really in our niche today, because I feel that this is a topic that we have to really talk about, because it's very important that we discuss these things. It's an issue that we've relegated to the background for a long time now. And if, in my humble opinion, I think it's something very important, just as life itself, right? So, I want to talk about will. Will, yeah, will. Is it important that we should write a will? Or should we just live and pretend that everyone is going to live forever? So we shouldn't bother about writing a will. So what's your take in that? I feel, personally, I strongly feel that we should all have a will. Actually, I feel that the government should make it compulsory for everyone to have a will. Why? Why is it like that? Because I feel that if you have a will, it will make it easy for our families to cope more when we pass on. Yeah, yeah. It will make it easy for them to cope when we pass on. If we don't have a will, it will make it impossible. It will make it double the problem. When we leave, they're going to suffer more. They're already suffering that we've passed on, and they'll be suffering that there are problems that our passing has created for them. So that brings me to the question, why write a will? Why write a will? As persons, we believe that I cannot write a will because most people, no, I just want to ask, why don't we write a will? So most people believe that I don't need to write a will because maybe I'm a single person, or maybe I haven't got so much to leave behind, and my children probably or eventually they already know what I want to do, and some other people feel like I haven't got so much estate and property to leave behind. I have nothing to leave behind, and some people feel that okay, it's expensive to write a will. Yeah, whichever, there might be so many reasons. People have so many reasons why they won't write a will. But I think we should all write a will so that there will be no argument when somebody finally passes on. There'll be no there'll be no too much arguments on what is to be done, or who owns what, or who should do what. I know. The topic I have today is something very very sensitive. Yeah, it's something very, very sensitive. Why is it sensitive? It's sensitive because it's emotional. It's something that has to do with our memories, the memories we leave behind. Yeah, it's something that is like as if it's a diamond. It's more than that actually, and it's not money, it's not estate, because when you check, normally in law, when you think about writing of wills, what you will find is usually money, estates, all those kind of properties that you can quantify with money, okay? But that's not what this video is all about. Yeah, this video is about, somehow, about writing your will so that everybody knows what part of your estate they're going to inherit, right? But the bigger part of this video is all about emotion, okay? Today, I would like to talk about a deceased person's estate, which is a non-asset to the bank or to the country. Yeah, something that has to do with the physical body. Okay, and if we like it or not, this is a better for worse case. However we like it, or however we don't even like it, this is bound to happen. So, including our funeral plans, that is what I want to talk about today. Including our funeral plans in our will. Yeah. Mostly, funeral plans are not included in the will. Yes. And we all know it, right? Yeah. Mostly legal authorities don't include in a will how a person would want to be buried. They don't include that mostly, okay? Except on personal preference, where somebody says include, ask the executor to include in his will that this is what he wants, this is how he wants his funeral arrangement to be. So, having said that, I know that most of us will wonder, why? Why am I talking about this topic? I'm talking about this topic because it affects me, okay? I wouldn't in a million years think that I'll be making this kind of video. If someone had told me days back or months back that I would be making this kind of video, I would say no, because it's not in my niche. This is not a cooking video. So if you're watching me for the first time, this is not a legal advising vlog channel, okay? This is a channel that we're based in Spain, and we're just a cook channel, a food channel, a food and vlog and style channel, okay? So we're not into legal advising and all that, but it's something that now, as I'm speaking directly, I'm a case study right now, okay, of the reason, the importance of why we should have we should have this included in our will, how we want our funeral plans or funeral arrangements to go. So I am a case study, right? So what I'm trying to say here is, some people will want to be cremated, some people will want to be buried naturally, okay, the natural way, without artificial without chemical preparations, conservations and all that. Some people will want to be mummified, if I can say that. Some people will want to be frozen, okay? So everybody has their preference. Someone would like to be used, to be cut into, to be burnt to ashes and be cut into diamonds. Okay, yeah, there are people that would like to be cut into diamonds. Yeah, it sounds cliche, I know, but some people would like to be cremated and be scattered in the sea, or in the field. They just want their ashes, to be left to the air, just to go like that. And some people would like to be gathered as dust, and they would like to be used into diamonds, while some will just want to be buried. Okay, like the normal way that people are being buried years back. But this is a very important topic for us to look into. I as a person, I will really will wish that someday, sometime, that the government will just look into making it compulsory for a burial to be, for wills to have burial plans. Yeah, how people want to be buried. So let the wills not just be all about estates and all those kind of, about monies and all those kind of, and assets. Okay, let it be still the non-physical, assets. Let it still include this part of us that is very vital to human existence. Our physical body, how we're being preserved, how our loved ones remember us. Okay, so that's what this video today is all about. Because if we don't plan this, if we don't include this in our will, as time goes, and we keep just making the will to have only the monies and all those assets, this creates problem, not having it written that when I'm gone, you can use me, you can burn me to ashes and gather me together to make diamonds, so that my family or my loved ones can still wear me forever. They will have me as a monumental artifact. You understand? There are people that want that. I personally, I wouldn't want that. You understand? So everybody knows what they want. But what will be very painful, will be very painful, is that someone passes on and the person wasn't given the right to have a kind of burial that they wanted for themselves while they were here on earth. Yeah, that would be very painful, especially to the people that they are leaving behind. Yeah, because if you don't plan these things, before you know it, before your family will even know it, someone, maybe from the east, from the west, from the south, someone somewhere, somehow emerges. Someone just comes and say, oh, this is how I want this person, the deceased person, to be buried. And there's nothing you can do about that. You understand? Because there's no written arrangement. It's not included in your will. So if I strongly believe that from the age of 18 to 21, people should just have a will. The government should just make it like compulsory for people to have their will, professionally done by the professionals. Yeah, so that it makes it easy for that family when they finally pass on. Okay, so when they finally pass on, it will make it easy for the family. Because when you have a will, the family will suffer less. Like I said, there will be less arguments, there will be less quarrels, you know, that it will just be easy for the family to bear, to just know that okay, we're just dealing with the loss of our beloved one, not that we're struggling or we're fighting. How would he be buried? Would he be buried on like this way, that way, you know? But we, just like I said, so many parents, my father inclusive, already felt that my children already know what I want. My children want me to be buried in this place, okay? And they don't want me to be buried in this other place. Like my father already know, and he already told us, his kids, where he wants to be buried. But you'll be shocked, you'll be very surprised that somebody somewhere, some people can just gather themselves and decide for you. It doesn't even matter if that is your father. It doesn't even matter if he had already told you, okay? Yeah, it does happen, you know, where you find yourself that you're not in the position to decide. Somebody decides for you. So that's just the situation that people have really relegated to the background. Yeah, relegated this to the background, that oh, this is not really a very crucial aspect of human existence. We should just be wary. Yeah, we should just be cautious of where the money goes, who owns what, who inherits what, you know, and all those kind of things. Yeah, those are still things that could bring up issues when someone passes. But the aspect of how someone wants to be buried also is an issue, and is a very stressful, yeah, it's a very stressful issue for someone to go through if you just lost a loved one. Yeah, I think writing a will should not be it should not be DIY'd. Yeah, you shouldn't DIY your will. Let me do it myself, you know. Let me just write my will by myself. No, I don't think it should be do it yourself kind of thing. I think a will has to be done properly by the right authorities, by the professionals, so that they'll be able to include inside the will all that is to be included, right? So that's just the video for today. I wish that it's something that people will really look into, because if those things were not properly done, really, if a will not include how burial arrangements should, families face a horrendous argument, torture. There's no way I can even possibly explain how much torture, grief. It's horrendous what people can go through, you know, and it's that mount on top of the fact that they just lost their loved one, you know. But because there is no will in place in the first place, or the will does not include the funeral or the burial arrangements, it could be it could be very difficult. It's actually very, very painful what families could go through. Yeah, it's horrendous, to say the least. So that's my thoughts for today. That's what I want us to go through, so that if this is put in place, family will just be facing one thing when they lose their loved one. They'll just be facing that, okay, we already lost a loved one, and everything is already in place, and we already know what that person wants, because there's a professional, there's a written will, you know. So that's all the video I have for you today. I hope you enjoy it. I am not a professional in this, but this is just my thoughts. And I really hope that this video is able to be a wake-up call to somebody, to all of us. Yeah, because whether we like it or not, it's for better or for worse. Everybody has to die. That's a point. That's a fact. That is the fact. But the $1 billion question is, when someone passes on, what's next? You know, what does the person want? Did the person plan? Did the person put a plan? There are so many things you can include in your will. So it's just for you to write a letter to your lawyer or to the professional in your area and know, what can I include in my will and what can't I include? What are the things that cannot be written in my will? You know, those kind of things. Is it my bank account? You know, those kind of stuff. What can I include in my will and what shouldn't I include in my will? And another aspect is that I just wish that this video helped someone really. I just wish that it's not just me here sitting by myself, you know, ranting. I just wish that it's helped someone, that it makes us to awaken to this reality that it's inevitable that everyone someday has to pass on to glory someday. Yeah, somebody has to pass on to glory, and it's my heartfelt desire that we get to that ripe age. You know, we all get to that age that all of us as persons long to live for, that we don't end up being quenched, that our fire wasn't wouldn't be quenched by somebody all of a sudden, or by some people, because there's just a lot of crazy things going in this happening lately. Yeah, I just pray that we all get to our ripe age and that we're able to live a fulfilled life. And when our journey here has come to an end, that we are able to leave a legacy that can last forever. Or whether we hope to be cut into diamonds so that we can live forever, or in somebody's memory, or we just want to be buried in the ground, whichever way that we want to go. I just wish that we live a memorable life, that we live a fulfilled life, and that we live a beautiful life, yes, and a very useful one, that we're being purposeful and that we're useful to humanity. Thank you for watching again. My name is Kenneth, and you just watched Trini Rocky Reyes. See you in the next video. God bless you. Bye.